Hello, hello, hello. Yes, zu-wii-mama is back, and yet again we've got another mob tutorial for you today. And we're actually doing, as you can see by the thumbnail, of course, it sort of gives it away a little bit, doesn't it? But we're actually doing the skeleton wolf, and yes, some of you might sort of say it's Grim, I know, because Dan TDM had a wolf called Grim, and it was like looking like that pretty much. But yeah, this is an actual mob off of Minecraft Earth. If some of you didn't, or some of you weren't aware of that, I'm not sure whose idea it was first. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I built him. He looked pretty cool, and it took a little bit of while. You know, I think he looked pretty cool alongside a skeleton. Maybe if you built the skeleton, nice little addition. Or if you want to build Steve next to him, he looked pretty cool, wouldn't he? But anyway, yeah, what do you think? He's not too bad, eh? He didn't turn out too bad at all. But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get on to the build, shall we? 118 white concrete. 54 clay. 2 black concrete. 27 light grey wool. 203 white snow. Why do I say white snow? It's just snow, isn't it? 4 cyan terracotta. We've got 2 grey concrete. And that's your lot of colours for today. Starting off with your white concrete, we're going to place 1 and then 1 to the side and then 1, 2 up. And then we're going to switch to our snow and go 1, 2 snow. Switch to your clay and finish it off with a nice little sort of square on top like that. Okay, and we're going to sort of replicate that exactly the same. But first we're going to go 1, 2, 3 blocks gap. And then on the 4th block, we're going to replicate the exact same thing. So we're going to have our white concrete like an L shape. 2 snow blocks on top, and then to finish it off with a load of clay in a square. There we go, like that. There we go. We'll just spin on rounds and you can see exactly what's happening and how it should look. Spinning on back to the back again. Now with our clay, we're going to place 1 just underneath the square there, and then 1 in the bottom corner. Okay, and then we're going to do the exact same on the opposite side. So 1 there and 1 like that, and then switch to your snow, and then this here we're going to go all the way up to the top in that sort of square that's missing there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way up. Okay, so you should have something looking like this, and then we're just going to use the snow again to place 1, 2 on the side like that. So you should have a 1 block gap missing completely on the back side. Looking good, looking good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to spin on round to the back, and we're going to count out 10 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on the 11th block, we're going to place a white concrete. And essentially, we're going to do what we did on the front legs, but on the back legs. So white concrete, and then white concrete, white concrete. And then we're going to go to our snow, but this time we're going to go up by 1, 2, 3 snow, and then we're going to do our clay. So it's going to be 1 block higher than the front legs. Okay, so just make sure you do that, because you could easily do the exact same height and it would sort of look a little bit odd. Switching to your snow again, you're going to place 2 like so, and then what we're going to do now is just going to count out again. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 block gap, and then on the 4th block again we're going to replicate what we've already done on the other side. So we're going to have our white concrete, and then switch to our snow. 1, 2, 3 snow, and then yes, we're going to do the 2 on the side as well, and then top it off with a nice square of clay on the top. There we go. So you should have 2 front legs the same and 2 back legs looking the same as well. And there we go, just stop that for you. Spinning on round to the back of these legs, and we're going to sort of fill in the back side now. So with the clay on our hands still, we're going to come down by 2 and then 1 in the corner, and again on the other side 1, 2 and then 1 in the corner. Okay, looking good, looking good. So what we're going to do now is switch to our snow block, and then we're going to fill in this little section here. So we're going to go 3 and then bring this side all the way down to the ground like that. So you should have a two block gap sort of above this that's not filled in, and everything else is filled in with white snow. So you should have looking like that. So there you go. You can actually see now that, like I said, your back legs are 1 block higher than the front. Okay, so it's not an anomaly, so don't worry, it's meant to be like that. Right, now what we're going to do is with the clay, we're going to come out by 1 block from the front of the legs, and then come up like so and do like a little weird zigzag. So a light grey wool in the corner, and then what you want to do is switch to your snow now, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, across there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, and then we're going to do that weird zigzag again from here. So 1, 2 up, and then 2, and then a light grey wool in the corner. So you should have two sides looking the same. Okay, now we're just going to finish off the front of this build, and we're going to go with our white concrete, and then place 2 on the corner there, and then top it off by 2 snow. And we're going to do the exact same on the other side. So 2 concrete and then 2 snow. So that's the sort of frame of the front of the body. So we're going to go to the corner, and then we're going to bring it out by 1 block with the light grey wool. And then we're going to finish it off with 3 concrete on top, white concrete that is. Switching to your snow block, we're going to come out by 2. And then we're going to go a line down and then 1 out like so, okay? And then all you're going to do is put your cyan terracotta in, and I'll just leave it there for a sec so you can just see that pattern that we just did. And we're going to literally replicate the exact same thing. So we're going to come out by 1 block from here in this sort of big void area, I guess, and then we're going to go up by 3 white concrete, and then come out by 2 snow, and then do a nice little line all the way to the top, and then come out by 1 at the top, and then finish it off with 2 cyan terracotta. And there we go, 2 sides looking exactly the same. There we go. And then what we're going to do is start doing the eyes. So we're going to place a black concrete and then a grey concrete, and then so grey concrete on top, black on the bottom, and that's sort of eyes, I guess. Why not? And then going back to your snow block, I'm going to go 1, 1 like that underneath the black there. Switching to your white concrete, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 across, and then 1 here, 1 there, and then we're going to go 1 there. Okay, it's not the same on both sides, right? So just pay attention what I'm doing. Back to your snow, and we're just going to fill these blocks in like that. And then from the top, we're just going to go snow here, all the way across, and then snow there, there, and then 2 concrete there, okay? So I'll just pause it slowly. Well, I'm not going to pause it, I'll just hold it there for you so you can see what's happening. And then we're just going to whack on the ears. So from the back of the head, I'm going to place 2 snow blocks, and then 1 white concrete on top, okay? Look at that, there we go. Okay, so let's finish this wolf's face off by doing his sort of a nose and mouth, I guess. So from here, we're going to come out by 1, 2, 3, and then bring it across, and then 1, 2 towards us. So it should be a total of 3 blocks. And then cyan terracotta and your grey wool. So you should have something looking like that, and that's all between the eyes and 1 block down. And then from the side, we're going to come underneath the eyes directly, put a clay, a grey wool, and then a clay. Switch to your white concrete, 1 there, and then come out by 2, and that should be no further than the top of the sort of nose, I guess. And then white concrete here, and then we're going to do the same pretty much on the other side. So clay, wool, clay, grey wool, clay, and then some more white concrete, and then that one in the middle there, we're just going to put a snow block. There we go, just give it a bit of a little bit of detail, I guess. So there you go, spin on around to the side. I'm just going to show you the back as well, just in case we're missing any blocks off. So yeah, as I suspected, 1 block missing there, so we can put a white concrete in there. And you should have something looking a little bit like this at this point. Very nice, very nice. So this part of the build I'm going to go really slow so you can sort of follow along because it is a little bit finicky. So you're going to go with your wool, we're going to 1 there, 1 on top, and then 1 to the side. Okay, and then we're going to switch to our clay and place 1 like so, and then white concrete, 1, 2, and then switch to your snow, 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to go white concrete again, place 1 with your clay, 1 directly underneath that, and then we're going to switch now to our snow again, and we're going to do a line 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then we're going to place a clay underneath it. So this is going to give you the detail of our ribs, and then a wool underneath that. Okay. Next to this, we're going to place a white concrete again and a clay, and then again back to our white snow and go 1, 2, 3, 4 again, and then underneath that, yes, you've guessed it, a clay, and again we're going to go with the light grey wool. And then we're going to connect these up by putting a block like that. So it's sort of imitating obviously a rib cage. And again, pretty much the same. So white concrete, a clay underneath it. And then to the next row, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 2 snow this time. Then 1 clay, then 1 light grey wool, and then again 1 there. Looking good, looking good. So now what we're going to do is literally going to spin on round, and guess what? We're going to do the exact same pretty much on the other side. So here we go, spinning on roundy, 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 round we go. There we go. Right, okay, so we're going to literally replicate what we've done. So you can see I'm just copying the opposite blocks to what you can see, okay? So once you've done the one side, that's the hard part, because all you're doing now is literally looking across, seeing what blocks you need to place, and then place them, okay? So I'm just going to literally do that, and if you want to copy along, then go for it. If you want to wait till in a minute, we'll do like a little pause section, and you can actually copy the pattern down that way. So I'll leave it entirely up to you, but for now, I'm just going to carry on building this. There's only a few more blocks to go, and that's both the rib cages done. So here we go, what we got now. So we've got a bit more snow here, and then the last sort of little ribs, a tiny little rib. So we've got a white concrete, some clay, and then we've got a little bit of snow on top with some wool, and then put another wool there for the diagonal, and there we go. That's the other side of the rib cage, and I've got that piece there. There we go, looking good. There we go. And again, leave a little pause. So if you want to pause it now, go for it. Copy that pattern, and we'll move on to the next section. So spinning on round to the front of the build, we're now going to sort of make our way across the top of the head, and you're going to start from this block here, and we're going to bring it with snow all the way across to connect it up with the other side, so you'd have a nice big long row across like that. And then I forgot to place these blocks earlier, so underneath this skull, you just want to put a bit of snow across there, one white concrete either side of the wall there, and then finish it up with a little bit more snow. Okay, looking good. Okay, so going from the head again, what we're going to do is that platform we built earlier, we're going to now bring it out by 1, and then we're going to go 3 snow, 3 white concrete, 3 snow, 3 white concrete. So you're going to keep doing that until you get 21 blocks in total, okay? So 21 blocks mix in between snow and white concrete, okay? So you should have some looking a little bit like this once you're done. I've just speeded things up a little bit because it's a little bit boring. So like that all the way to 21 blocks out, okay? And that's sort of the spine, I guess, of the wolf. Now switching to our white concrete, we're going to place white concrete where there's white snow, okay? So apart from that last section there, which connects right to the back of the front legs there. And then again, white snow, we're going to put the white concrete, and then fill it in with snow then, which is going to connect to the other snow that's already there, okay? It does look a bit confusing when you're sort of looking at it like this, because it is quite dazzling on the eyes, I must admit. So now from the back of the build here, we're going to count out 6 blocks, and on that 6th block, we're going to place a clay, and then a light grey wool, and then we're going to place a white concrete, like so, and wrap it round, and then come down from the side, go white concrete there. Okay, and then switching to your snow, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then switch to white concrete, 1, 2. Sorry, I got a bit of a frog in my throat. 2 more concrete coming down, light grey wool to finish off the side, and that is the side of the sort of leg, or the hip part of it, I suppose. And then all we're going to do is literally replicate the same on this side as well. So again, with the clay and the grey wool, wrap it round with some white concrete, and then from underneath here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 with the snow again. God, I'm out of breath. I've been running. 3 with the snow, and then drop it down 2, 2 with the white concrete and a bit of wool on the back there. There we go. Look at that. And then all we're going to do to finish this build off is now just a bit of more white concrete in a little zigzag sort of pattern, and the rest is going to be filled up with snow. And that, my friends, is your sort of bone wolf, I guess. Bone wolf complete. Or I guess if you want to call it grim, then I guess you can, because I know Dan TDM did have a boneless wolf, bony wolf, and it was called Grim. So I guess you could really call this Grim if you really wanted to, but this is actually the mob off of the Minecraft Earth. And yeah, it's called the Bone Wolf, but I'll leave it up to you. It's your choice. Anyway, I've been zu-wii-mama. I hope you enjoyed that video, and make sure you subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.